Country 100.
Hey, it's Brandon Hall, another edition of Backstage with Brandon. Today, earlier on the show, we had an interesting guest come on. He has a hidden talent. It actually took him down to the States to see the likes of David Letterman, Jay Leno, and now Brandon Hall, the big three. I know. He could do something very cool. Let's check that out. Robbie, how you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is fantastic. Now let's get down to brass tacks here. How did you discover your talent of putting 50 grapes?
Well, it depends on the size because
okay. There's a science to it.
Yeah, there's a science to it.
Right.
Like I've actually done over 70.
What?
That's the unofficial record, but for example, like I went to New York and they had, I don't know what they put in the water there, but they had massive grapes, and for the first time I actually had really sore cheeks for a while after I did 50 there. So I looked at them, I said, wow, these aren't for real, but yeah, it ranges depending on the size.
Okay, so back to the question. How the heck did you discover putting things in your mouth? That sounded bad, but how did you do that? How did you discover that?
Well, like most things I discovered in university.
It was college, of course.
Yeah,
like we all
third
did.
year, studying. It was April, studying for exams. Probably one of the first beautiful days in Ottawa when I was going to Carleton University, and we're out on the patio enjoying a nice day. My roommate brings out a bowl of grapes, and I used to always pull pranks on her and stuff, just leaving things at her door, and it was normal. And I looked at him, and the first thing I thought was, I'm just gonna put those in my mouth and see if she notices. The funny thing is I had the entire bowl gone. I don't even know how many there were, and she didn't. She told me that she looked up in a corner of her eye and she knew I was doing something, but she didn't think I was stuffing. She just thought, wow, he's hungry. And so she looked over and saw my mouth full, and she just died. Went and grabbed the camera, took a picture, and put it up on our bulletin board. For months went by, and everyone, like, no one could recognize me because my cheeks got so big.
Yeah.
And eventually she said, you know what, you should do something about it. So I went on local television in Ottawa, Rogers, and did it there for the first time. And I guess people talk to people, and within a few days, Letterman was calling, Leno was calling, Animal Planet was calling, and everything was just a whirlwind of excitement over those few months. So,
and the star was born.
Yeah, even made the front page of the Ottawa Citizen and the Ottawa Sun. Like it took off way bigger than I had ever imagined.
Unreal. Well, we got you here. It's been a while since you've done this, right?
Yeah,
with pretty much anything. So have you ever done Timbits? Have you ever stuffed Timbits in your mouth?
Yeah, I was invited on a morning show in Ottawa, and they thought I guess that was one of their sponsors. So they said, why don't we'll extra with you in the back putting. So I can't remember how many I did. There was just probably 10 seconds worth. But
all right, well, let's do a little longer. Let's see, 60 to 90 seconds worth. We've got a box of Tim Hortons, 40 of them. I don't know if you can do 40. It's been a while, right? So
it's been a while.
How do you train for this?
I don't. I just take a breath and go. No, there's actually a technique.
Okay.
For grapes, anyway. I'm not sure about Timbits. I stuff my cheeks as much as I can.
All right.
And as my cheeks are full, then I shift all of them to the back.
Yeah.
And I don't have a gag reflex. Yeah. And that's a big reason why I can do as many.
Before you spit them out, I want you to say, before you spit them out, I want you to say, before we leave you go, Chipmunks got nothing on me.